Hello, my Blockhead beauties. It's your girl, that Wahlburgers chick, coming to you with another episode of A Day in the Life of a Blockhead. And today, my guests are Jason and Kari from Colorado Springs. Say hi.
Hi.
Yay! So I'm gonna take you down memory lane before you guys even ever met each other, okay? So I'm gonna start with Kari, and I need to know, how old were you when you first discovered New Kids, and what song did it for you?
Oh, I was about 9 years old, and it was the old school. It was the popsicle. Oh man, tonight, I Need You, just a lot of the classics that you don't really hear much of anymore. But um, yeah, I was 9 years old, and my mom brought me my first VHS New Kids tape. So
Oh my
on my
God.
birthday.
This generation knows nothing about VHS tapes.
No, they don't. Where your favorite part was rewinding and playing it over again and over
Yeah,
again.
yeah. Or taking the cassette tape and put in a pencil so we can like get it back to where it's supposed to be. Yeah,
Yep.
I know. So then, who's your favorite, by the way?
Donnie is.
Donnie, has he always been your favorite?
He has been. It was always a toss up when I was young. I had a crush on Donnie and I had a crush on Jonathan. And I think I just like the bad boy in Donnie, that
Yeah.
we all like the bad boy in
Yeah.
the group. So
I know, right? Oh my God. So then let me ask you this. Back then in the 80s, we used to plaster our walls with all these posters where you couldn't even see the wall. Did you do that?
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I have the ones with them on the stairs. I have them on the stage. Oh, I had so many. Um,
Did you
I had the Barbie dolls.
you
I
had the
did have
dolls too?
I did have the Barbie dolls.
Did you attempt to dance the step by step going up and down?
I did attempt at one time, but yeah, I'm not them.
Did you have these dolls right here, like the mini ones?
No, I didn't. I did
Mm,
not have those. Just
no.
just just the Barbies. They always ended up marrying me as the Barbie wedding
Of course. They have.
doll.
Of course they have. And then, so did you like bedazzle? Because that was a big thing in the 80s. We used to bedazzle everything. So did you bedazzle your jeans? Did you write on them or anything like that?
Oh, absolutely. I wrote on my book bag, New Kids on the Block with the big heart, and always put my name plus Johnny on my backpacks for school.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But
Did you get teased at school? Because I know I did.
no, we were all like blockheads growing up, and I still have blockheads from back home that I still we still reminisce. We reminisced on the cruise, so it was good to go down memory lane.
Okay, so then now, did you get the opportunity to actually see them in concert when you was a child?
I did. My mom got me a ticket to the Pittsburgh show when I was 10 years old. I couldn't go with, like, my mom was the one that took me. So, but going from back in the day to like now, it brings back memories. It brings back your childhood, like crush. Uh,
So could you tell us what that was like for those of us that didn't get to go back when we were children? Because I know whenever I saw them on TV, I would lose my mind, and I would pretend. I would lose my mind, and I would pretend. I would put the Barbie dolls, and I'm like, they're singing to me. I'm having a concert. They're singing to me. So,
Mhm.
what was it like to see them in person when you was a
It
kid?
was like a dream come true. Like it's like running into any like celebrity or Hollywood. Like, these were my crushes on stage. Like, I didn't realize how surreal. Like, it's almost like watching them on the VHS or listening to them on our cassette tapes to seeing them in person. It didn't feel like they truly existed. It was like a fairy tale. And the only thing that sucks is when you have to share it with 10,000 other screaming little fans.
I know, all trying to fight to get like Donnie's attention and
You're like,
stuff.
hey, I'm right here.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, but that must have been an amazing experience. Did you cry?
I bawled my eyes out. I still cried. At the last concert I went to, I was bawling my eyes out because it's again, it's like your dreams are coming true, and they don't realize. Well, I know that they do realize that they have such an impact on our generation because we've grown up with them for so long, and um, it's like a dream come true every time, and it never ends.
I know, I get butterflies in my stomach.
You get
I
butterflies, you get
get
the
all
tears.
kinds of jitters going on through this body, girl. Let
Oh
me tell you.
yeah.
So then, rewinding a little bit, or actually moving forward a little bit, in the 90s, in 94, they broke up.
They
So
our hearts broke.
yeah, yes, it did. So what was that like for you? And did you ever think they were gonna get back together?
I didn't think that they were gonna. And I remember crying to my mom. Um, I was in middle school, and I anytime that they were on TV, I would have a VHS ready to just record. I have these videos of them from different things. Like they did a skit in Orlando that I remember to this day, every single, like, what's your dream? And they all went through their dreams. And um when they broke up, it was like a piece of us got broken. And but it didn't, I don't want to say like it traumatized me. My mom kind of just was like, bands break up all the time, get used to it. She said they had a long run already. It wasn't surprising to a lot of our parents' generations because they've already dealt with different groups they grew up with breaking up. And it's like, grow
Right.
up, it's time. And then we had the NSYNC, we had the Backstreet Boys, who kind of like took that place, and I never got into it because I'm like, it's not them.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not them.
There's only space for one true boy band in my heart. Although
That's
I appreciate Backstreet Boys and Sync and all of them, but
exactly.
they could never take the place
They
of.
don't speak to us like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
our boys.
And because of that, I went the other way. I got into grunge, rock, metal, all of that.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm like, well, they're gone. So, so now in 99, both Jordan and Joey, I think Danny also released solo albums. Now, where were you when you heard that? Did you get excited about it?
I do. I remember Jordan's single, and I didn't I listened to him, and I'm like, he's missing them. He's missing, like, they can't do solos without, they just can't. They're the group, and
Mm-hmm.
it's it didn't resonate with me the way that the band actually did. The group did.
So then it's safe to say you didn't see them on tour when they toured like
I
solo.
did not. I totally did not.
Now there was this show, can't remember the name of it. They were trying to get New Kids on the Block together for a one night only show. And I remember watching that and getting so excited and then getting my heart broken all over again when they said no. Do you know about that?
I remember that vaguely. I remember it vaguely because it got all of our hopes up, and then it was like crashed again.
Yes, yes. However, 2008 came around. Do you know the moment that you heard that New Kids was going to get back together, that they were coming on the Today Show?
I heard it, and then I was just like, oh, okay, it's just another whatever. But then that was when we could start watching things, rewind. Okay, let me YouTube that, watch it. And when they started announcing that, I didn't really follow it that much until I do my normal YouTube scrolling, like new kids. Is there anything new that hits? And then I saw the concert with them and the Backstreet Boys that
Mm,
they did in, I want to say, London. And it
okay.
was,
Did you lose your mind?
I lost my mind because I was like, okay, all right, these two, they can work together, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
they still, there's BSB and there's our NKOTB. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
good
So
together, but I still side with my own.
of course, of course. So, but they were actually they got together before that tour. That tour, I believe, happened in
2012,
2011. Yeah,
11.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So you didn't get to see them before that.
I did not.
Okay.
When at that time I was stationed in Portugal, so I didn't get a chance to.
Okay. So you're military?
I was Air Force for 10 years.
Oh, well then I salute you. Thank you for the service. I did not know that. Okay, okay. So see, we need that music to like lift our spirits, especially when we're doing stuff like that. So I
Hmm.
get it. Okay. So were you aware of their album that came out during
No,
that time? No, not yet. Okay.
no, I was completely in another world.
Yeah. So before we get into the new kids aspect of it, what I want people to take away from this show is this fandom, right? Because this fandom is like no other. We consider ourselves to be family, right? So could you explain to whoever might see this what being a blockhead means to you?
Oh, the Blockhead name to me is like we are truly like that is our one go-to group. That is a family that's unbreakable because all of us know how and what their music is about, and it brings everyone together. It gives us hope, those dreams. We I think she's, are you frozen?
No.
Oh, okay. It gives us those dreams that we look forward to, and when we have a bad day, we want to listen to it step by step. It's talking about making those moves, making those steps, you know, loving each other unconditionally, giving back. Um, the the one, I'm gonna cry.
No, it's
um,
okay because they do get us emotional. They've helped us through a lot of stuff.
I'll never forget, and I post it on my Facebook every single year of for the Super Bowl, but this one's for the children. Like they talk about how many people are angry, many people are sad, but like coming together, we can make this world a better place. And it makes it makes us feel hopeful, and knowing how many like Blockhead family members there are, we know what it's about. It's just like, yo, I know what you feeling, girl, you know, because we have gone through it 31 years. For
Mm.
31 years we've been like in love with this band because they do so much, and each one of them still has their own individuality, but when they come together, it's like that family connection. So it makes you have hope in life.
Yeah, which ties into the whole spread love and love will spread, which we'll get into much later. But they've been doing it since day one, yeah. And
Yeah.
so this fandom, like I said before, it's like no other. I mean, there has been dark moments in people's life, and they met someone through this fandom that has helped them through the toughest times. And if it had not been for them being a fan of these five guys from Boston, that would have never happened, right? So do you have a story like that? Like, is that how it is for you as well?
I think it's the feeling that with me being, I I was born and raised in one hometown where everybody knew everybody's name, and getting out after I graduated and on my own to where I was by myself. I was in different countries, you know, serving our country, and feeling that loneliness, I always turn to them, because it's those dark moments where you feel lost, where you don't have a family around, where you still have those connections.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, and I love this. I love the guys for that. And so now, could you tell us the first time that you saw them as an adult when they got back together?
Yeah, it was 2019. I went to the Denver concert with Salt and Peppa, Debbie Gibson, Tiffany, Naughty by Nature. It was it brought me back to 20, 30 years ago. You know, because it's like time never changed. And I idolized Debbie Gibson and Tiffany both growing up. And it was like, oh wow, I'm 10 years old again,
Mm.
because I remember getting those the New Kids dolls for Christmas. And in another Christmas gift, I got the suspenders with the black Debbie Gibson electric geese hat.
Yeah.
So when I went to that concert, I was on cloud nine, because it was Debbie, um and each moment was special, because when she sang Lost in Your Eyes with Joey, that
Mhm.
was my favorite song from Debbie
Okay.
growing up. That Lost in Your Eyes was the one song that I would go to. So watching her with Joey, it's like that brought us back to our youth too, because those are the songs that we listened to.
Yeah.
And um
Foolish Beat is
it's
my personal favorite.
who
Foolish Beat is my personal favorite.
foolish, yeah.
I love that.
But it was 2019. I became a kid again. And
So what did you do to prepare to go to that concert? Because a lot of us, we have some kind of ritual, right? So we're gonna go and we're gonna go to the attic or the basement and get all our old buttons and put them on. We're gonna try and fit in that shirt that we wore when we was younger, you know.
I
What did you do?
I totally spent 4 hours crimping my hair.
Yeah.
That was my go-to. I crimped my hair and spent hours doing it, and a whole can of hairspray so it would stay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
But I think it was I didn't go for the memorabilia. A lot of my memory stuff is still stuck in my parents' attic in Pennsylvania. So I don't have all that to go to, but I definitely went and got first second that I found out I was going to that concert, I went and ordered that 30 years of NKOTB, because 30 years, it's been 30 years.
Yeah,
So
it's been
I,
real.
it's
It's
I'm
been
I'm making sure I represent that. Yeah, I don't care.
real.
People can make fun all they want, even this dude. But
Wait a minute. You like the new
Well,
kids on the block?
well, we're gonna get to you soon. I'm gonna put you in the hot seat. No, but I mean, yeah, I mean that's what it's about. And then we get
Mhm.
to relive our youth and remember how free we were and how we weren't worried about paying bills or you know
Nope.
what I mean? You know, running around with kids because some of us had some kids by then or whatever. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So I get it. I get it. And then after the concert, right? Depending where you're from, you either go to a Waffle House to see Donnie or Wahlburgers. Did you do any of that?
No, we don't have a Wahlburgers in Colorado, and I keep on wanting to like message him and be like, "Yo, we got two chefs here who we kind of want a Wahlburgers here," but
Mhm.
no. Um, I totally did not. I was in that adult mode. Like, I got to get out of this traffic and head home.
Mhm.
Denver's 2 hours away. So it's like, I don't want to get stuck in this. And it was, I never tried to or attempted to, stick behind to see him, or I want to, don't get me wrong, but in the parent mode and the adult mode got to me. And I was just like, let me get home. I got to get out of this traffic. Denver's crazy with traffic, but
Okay, okay. And then so I'm assuming you've been to like many concerts since, right?
I have been to the one, I went to this last one in June, and I took both my girls to that concert. So it was my little mini Blockheads, for the first time. And that, I'm gonna cry again.
Ah, and you had a mommy moment?
Letting them see what I grew up with and them feeling and experiencing that same feeling
Mm-hmm.
that was priceless. Like nothing can give me more. I was on cloud 9 because both my girls, 18 and 11, got to see and experience them for the first time. And they're sitting there singing along because they listen. They hear me jamming out in my bedroom, and they took to that concert like nothing.
Yeah,
So,
you created the one good thing that I love that they do is they create many memories for us. This whole
oh, they do.
fandom, the guys, everything that you do. It's like when you go on the cruise or a concert or anything like that, they're the icing on the cake because you're going there to meet your family you haven't seen because you get used to seeing the same faces, right?
Exactly.
And then sometimes you meet some new ones, hey. And then you just create it just keeps growing and growing and growing. So now I want to know, bringing you back a little bit, when you guys met. Because we can't leave Jason out.
No, we can't. He was the mastermind behind everything. I met him last year.
Well, we met some years
We met
before that.
about 5 years ago through the American Culinary Federation. We're both chefs, and we've done a lot of community gatherings and meetings, but never really sat and talked with one another. And last year, I applied for a job to work for him as a culinary instructor, and I got hired on, and he was my boss. And we go ahead.
Okay, Jason, so now you got to jump into this one. And I want you and I want you to explain to us when you laid eyes on her and all that good stuff.
Well, I can tell you that something piqued my curiosity because we had posted something on Facebook about needing some help, and she had responded pretty quickly. And I was like, "Ooh, let me reach out to her." And I think maybe it was the bandana she used to wear or something back in the day, but I was like, "Let me reach out to her." So she came. We set up an interview, and something happened. Like I was in my office talking to my other boss, and I felt her, and I turned around and she was walking past my window
Looking at you.
looking at me, and she came in, and I don't know, the interview was great. She's very qualified and good at what she does. And I remember telling my boss when she left, I was like, this is either going to be really good or really bad. And it depends on how you look at it, but it turned out really good. So we
Well,
started
I can tell because both of you are blushing right now, but keep going.
we worked great together. We're a great team, and during all of that, we found a bond that just wasn't breakable, and got to know each other, got to learn each other's likes, dislikes, and something I couldn't walk away from, honestly.
So who asked who out?
It wasn't.
So I asked her if I could kiss her. There was that. I said, "What would you do if I kissed you right now?" And then I just kissed her.
Oh, aggressive. I like that.
So it kind of went from there. We had an unspoken thing for a while because we were both in the culinary field. We called the feelings we had for each other was tiramisu or saffron, or the things that we
Oh,
loved. And
that's
so instead of saying I love you, it was tiramisu, or
It was an unspoken thing for a long time, a good couple months, because I
we didn't expect it.
we didn't expect it. And um Jason is very, very, like, he's a Christian man. And when I met him, I basically lost all my faith that I ever had. I went through a horrific divorce, and many, many years of a abusive marriage. And so being free and trying to rebuild myself as my own person, not for anybody else, but for me.
mm-hmm.
Um, it was a struggle, but I was one of those determined people. I'm going to do this for me. I'm going to be this independent. I don't need a man. So I was on that rebound of rebuilding myself. And when I sat down and talked to him, he brought up Jesus. He talked about, the faith. And of course, I'm like, yeah, of course, I'm all Jesus lover, but in deep down, I had lost a lot of it, and he helped me find my faith again. So, we we have Jesus in our lives. We have Jesus with us on our side, and he guides us every day together. And I feel like that was the bond that kind of grew us closer together, because no matter how many times we tried to deny it or try to push away from it, it happened. And we have nobody but Jesus to thank for that. So um that definitely is a big
Aw,
part of our lives. So
that is awesome, which brings me to how I met Jason in the first place,
I
right?
don't know this one.
All right.
So Jason put out an SOS on the socials because he had this big plan that he wanted to do for the love of his life. I couldn't help myself. So I contacted him. Many others contacted him as well. I saw the response, but I was like, okay, I'm that Wahlburgers chick. I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. So I contacted him. I said, I love what you're trying to do. Tell me more. So we ended up having a face-to-face like this. And he told me all about you. And I can see it all over his face that he was like so excited and nervous. And he just wanted everything to go right. So he was like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is going to be like the first cruise for the both of us. She loves new kids, and I want it to be very public, and new kids be part of it if possible. This whole thing. So I was like, bet, I got you. We're going to see what we could do, and this, that, and the other. And that's what happened. That's how I met him. And I said, after you pop the question, you got to come on my show. So I just thought that he was the most adorable thing and what he was trying to do, and I just had to be a part of it as best way as I could. So now we're here. Now we want to get that story, because I know that at the moment when you popped the question, I couldn't be there. I was stuck doing something. So I want to know in detail, Jason, right? How you planned that out and how you made it happen.
Well, first was getting her on the cruise, right? I knew that another man had her heart for 31 years. So how do I beat that? So I include him. That's how I do it, right? So I did do everything I could to try and get everybody involved. Got the ring. Um, just trying to get it to be perfect. I did want it to be public. I wanted everybody in the world to know my love for her. And I tried reaching out to Donnie. I actually talked to a fake Donnie for a while. Um, I was doing everything I could to try and make that a little more. But I knew that the first night was Love Eternal.
Mm-hmm.
And what better night to do it was Love Eternal. Um,
Go ahead, let it out, girl.
she had picked out a beautiful red dress, and I had, the red vest and the black suit. And, it was, okay. So there's a few people on the boat that know that this is going to happen. I was trying to find them when it was all, getting ready to go down. And I remember just telling her, like, hold on, I'll be right back. And I went by and I told everybody around me.
I thought he was going to get another rum punch.
Those were good. Those were good. Those were good.
They were.
So I told everybody around me what was getting ready to happen. And I came back and we were dancing. She was singing to me. I pulled the ring out of my pocket. I kind of showed it to everybody around me. They were all videoing everybody around us. We got like 3 or 4 videos of people that were just videoing it. And I remember I was trying to be serious, and she was singing to me. We were looking all close at each other, and she was like singing it to me, and I was like, okay, I'm trying to tell you something. And then eventually I got it out. I don't know how much of it she actually heard, because it was loud, and everybody was making noise and cheering and what. But I remember looking in her eyes and promising her that no one has ever touched my heart, and I would never do anything to hurt hers, but I would always be there and always take care of her and look out for her and show her my love every single day. She didn't hear a whole lot of that, but
I didn't. I didn't, but I remember singing to him, and I remember him like pulling away, and I was like trying to grab him, and then when I saw him get on one knee, I daydreamed about it. I thought about it. Like, I want to say I had like, I wanted him to, but I didn't know that it was actually like gonna happen. So it was almost like I was definitely surprised, but again, it was like I was living in a dream. Like, is this really happening? But it was.
And then it did.
And then it did.
And she said yes.
And then not even, I want to say maybe not even like 2-3 minutes later, we got a selfie with Danny. Danny came up on the Lido and was walking around. He took a selfie with us. And one of the girls that just finished recording was like, these two just got engaged. And he's like, congratulations. So it wasn't Donnie, it was Danny, but it was still one of my boys. So, but I didn't know, like I did get a poster board, and I put pictures of Donnie and me and my girls from the concert. And this last concert, I have a picture of Donnie high-fiving my daughter. We did make a poster saying, it's our first concert, Donnie, give me a hug. And he saw it. He was on stage, he saw it, and he kind of like was like, okay, I see it, so we put the board down. And as he was walking, I started with my youngest, my 11-year-old Cambria. I'm like, go, 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 go. And he saw her and he was like, all right, bring her up. And he got a high five with her. So I got that on camera. I posted all these pictures onto our door. And I wanted to know why he had another poster board. Like, what are you doing with that? And I
couldn't get it to you. I was trying to figure out, how do I?
Oh, that was hers?
No, I was trying to get it to her. She was going to help me.
Oh.
Yeah, because the plan was, because I was closer to the stage, the plan was that he was supposed to meet me somewhere on the cruise so I can take it, just hang out with you guys. And I was going to pretend I was going to, like, I don't know, maybe pop the question to my girlfriend or whatever, because I was with another girl from the radio station, and I was like, we'll pretend to be a gay couple, and we'll put whatever we got to do to make it so that she'd has no clue what's going on, right? And then I was gonna try and get as close to Donnie as possible, at least tell his security, hey, there's a couple that wants to, can you? But as much as I tried to communicate, because everything was sucky on that cruise when
Oh,
it came to the,
Yeah.
oh my God, it was like, oh my God, what room are you in? Like, and I'm calling the room and you guys weren't there. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. I'm trying, and it just didn't happen, but it still was
yeah.
special. But that was the plan, because that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna let his security know, hey, listen, and then give them the sign when the time was right, so that he can then do what he needed to do.
Aw. It,
But
it was awesome. No matter what, he made my dreams come true. So we
mhm.
took that poster board and we put, we got engaged on the Lido deck and then put the date, so we have a keepsake for that
Mhm.
forever. And
I
I put on the paper saying, like, this man's had my heart for 31 years. This man stole it. And I put all these pictures of Jason and me.
Oh my God. That is such an amazing story. I love your story. You're making me blush, and I'm Black. I'm not supposed to be blushing. You're not supposed to see that. But that is so awesome. And I could tell you guys love each other. So definitely good luck with all of that. I am happy for you guys. Definitely. But now we got to get back into the new kid stuff, right? So for those, this was your first cruise, right?
Yes.
What was aside from the wonderful thing that happened, what was your expectation for this cruise?
You take this. I talk too much.
I don't know. I didn't know what to expect, because I knew that it was something she had always dreamed of. And I think just having them there, being close, having them around, seeing them just about everywhere we went, um, I think that met my personal expectations as far as seeing them, and watching them the way they were with the crowd, bringing them up on stage, the music, dancing. I think it made us both kind of just cut loose a little bit and just enjoy, something that we haven't enjoyed, not only ever, but um, while we were together on a cruise to the Bahamas. Like, um,
Hmm.
I think that the new kids did a really good job at making that an amazing trip.
See, so now I gotta ask you what I ask all the guys, right? Because see, the one thing Donnie knows, that the guys that go on these cruises are not there for them. They're there because your wife made you go, your girlfriend made you go, or whatever. Some might be fans, maybe not. But after the cruise, are you a fan?
I am a fan. I'm a Danny fan. Danny's my guy. Uh, it seems like we got a lot more selfies with Danny. Danny was just like, I don't know. But I'm definitely a fan. I think it was great. Um, I don't want to say I always knew who they were. I've listened to their stuff. So I can't say I wasn't ever a fan before. But this cruise for me was for her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so
Yeah, but
um,
it happens. It happens. I get this story a lot. If you go back and watch some of my other shows, the guys, they always, I don't know, I went for her, but then damn, they just get you. And they're so
it
cool.
was good. I haven't danced. I haven't danced and cut loose like that since I can remember. I mean, I had a really good time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Would you guys do it again?
Yeah.
I definitely, I feel like I kind of guilted him into the cruise because I totally was like throwing it out there, like, this is every woman's dream since we were like 10 years old. Like, I
Hmm.
said, I've never been on a cruise. I've never been to the Bahamas. And this is like every girl's dream. And not even a half hour later, he comes out. We were sitting out on the porch this summer and he was like, check your email. Look on my email and I see that he purchased 2 tickets to the New Kids Cruise. And I'm just like, this man has promised every dream that he said, I'm going to make all your dreams come true. I didn't think he was serious about it. Like, I just thought he was saying it in his life. I don't know, but
Mhm.
it was a dream come true. My best friend Jenny from back home, she's been on, I think, 3 or 4 cruises, and she's been telling me for the past year, get on the boat, get on the boat, get on the boat. And it's that being a mom, being an adult, like I have things I have to do, and it's not ever, nobody's ever gone out of their way saying, no, you're going to take vacation. You're going to call in, you're going to say, hey, I'm taking leave from this day to this day and we're going. Like,
Mhm.
I never ever have been that spontaneous of a person. So this was a true getaway that I've never had before. My getaways were when I was in the military and they sent me somewhere. That was my getaway. So
You go,
this was
Jason. You go, Jason.
this was a true dream come true, and I couldn't have had it better. I got to see my best friend from back home. She was on the cruise. It was like, and meeting everybody, everyone was so nice. It was like that family just got together. There was that, it was awesome.
Don even said I was a good man. So
Yeah, when we took the group photos, I was like, bling, look, you had my heart for 31 years. This man stole it. And he was like, good job. He looked at the ring and he was like, yeah, good job. You're a good man. So, I mean, I got the blessings from all 5 of them. So
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You in trouble now, Jason. You got the blessing. New kids blessed it. That's it. That's it. It's nobody else.
yeah.
we
That's
figure give it a couple years, maybe a 5-year anniversary, they can pull us up on stage this time and be like, guess what, 5 years ago, this couple right here, boom, there you go.
Gotta make that happen. Gotta make that happen. Now it's on the radar, right? So,
I'm still trying to see how they can come and perform at our wedding, but
oh my God.
yeah, my wish.
You know what could be second best to that? You could have, like, they have the standees. Just buy the standees and just have it like right there on the stage.
See, right?
You
There
know, and then
And
you
be on my groomsman.
yeah. You could do that and then get the DJ to like play like New Kids, and then there you go. Well,
And
just
we got Raven. She gonna drive 7 hours to
Yep.
our venue.
yeah, I could totally see it, we could make something happen, and then I got ideas that I could talk to Jason about.
I had to sit there. I was like, why are you sitting there messaging like 30 blockheads? For real? What the heck? And don't worry about it.
And then you have business.
And he played it
Yeah.
off. He was like, I'm trying to get information on the cruise and what we're supposed to expect. And I was like, oh,
Well
okay.
played. Well
I
played.
was in that mode, like, you know what? I'm just gonna wing it because this is my first time. I get to see my boys. Like, amen.
Did you guys get to actually partake in the festivities as far as dressing up for the theme nights?
We
Every
did
night.
every night.
Every
Oh,
night.
so now I got to hear. So first night obviously was the best night of the cruise because you guys got engaged. What were you dressed as?
We didn't dress as anything. We just dressed up. So she wore a beautiful red dress. I
With
had
some bling.
I had the black dress shoes, black pants, black shirt, red vest, red fedora. No, I had the white
You
fedora.
wore the white fedora
the white
because the red
fedora.
one didn't fit.
Yeah.
But they were matching. So his vest and my dress both matched. So
Nice. Okay. And then the next night, what did you guys do?
that was
And
how
that
the
sounds like
80s bring back the
Yeah,
time.
bring back the time.
So I had a big gold chain. I had the jumpsuit on with the stripes, like the striped jumpsuit and the boots, and big gold chain bling. And she was an 80s girl.
I was
had
just an 80s
she had the
rock
fanny pack
crazy
with the
woman.
hair off to the side and the fluorescent colors, and
Nice. So you dressed,
kind of
you literally dressed up like the time.
yeah,
Okay.
literally.
Okay, there I have it. So there's our 80s bling.
I can't see it.
You can't see it.
I know. It's
It
okay.
was good. It was pretty awesome. Trying to see. It doesn't
No.
work.
No.
Glare. The third night we did Flapper. We were Flapper and a gangster zoot suit.
Nice. Zoot suit. I like zoot suits.
You can't see it. You can't.
No, the
Nah.
glare, no.
But I wore a black flapper dress and he wore a white pinstripe zoot suit with the fedora. So
I had a
And
little red rose
GPS?
on my pocket.
we went back to the 30s.
The 30s. Okay. Gangster style. Gangster.
Gangster style.
And then for GPS, what did you guys do?
We wore our jerseys where she's from and her football team, and my jersey from where I'm from.
He wore the Dallas Cowboy jersey. I wore my Pittsburgh Steeler jersey, and we represented as a house divided.
I like that. Nice, nice. Oh my God. And then you, since it was your first time, did you know about the decorating of the doors?
I did, because I used to watch all the Rock the Boats,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of went off of that in a sense. Like I was trying to pull up YouTube videos to show him how I remember, like I'm a huge Blue Bloods fan, and I remember watching that one when he had Jenny on with him, and it was the Wear Dress as Your Favorite Sitcom.
Mm-hmm.
And he came out as Tom Selleck from Magnum PI, and then halfway through he came out wearing Commissioner Gordon's suit, and he was representing Tom Selleck when and Jenny McCarthy dressed up as Cindy, or no, Three's Company. Is it Cindy? No. It was gosh, anyway, but I remember watching that and I was trying to show him like clips from this, like what the old Rock the Boat was like and how they went around, and like I was in my mind, I was thinking, oh my gosh, Donnie is gonna open up our cabin door and just surprise us like he did in those episodes. You know, before they used to go around knocking and just like, yo, what's up, chilling. And
I was like, oh my gosh, you know how many suitcases we're gonna need for all this stuff?
I was like, no, but we took one of the nights and we walked around to look at the other doors and just how everyone did it up. And
I think our door looked good.
I think our door looked good. We were right by the elevators that everyone got on and off of. And so we did get a lot of, you know, oh, you guys are the engaged couple. So we got that 3 days in a row. So
that's awesome. Oh my God. So this whole experience surpassed your expectations, it's safe to say, yeah?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm going to say what I say on every show. I am not affiliated with New Kids, Wahlburgers, or anything like that. However, should the guys see this video, what is your message to the guys?
Go ahead.
I want to say thank y'all for an awesome time, and thank you for letting me have my girl. And you guys keep on doing what you're doing, and you know, you guys have touched so many hearts, and you continue to. Don't give up, don't stop, keep being you. I love you.
Yay. And how about you, Keri?
Donnie, I'm still sleeping with you.
So am I.
He's still sleeping with him too. So
oh no, it's a 3-way.
It's a thank you for making our dreams come true. Especially mine. I just keep on pulling them all in year after year. You know, my kids, now him. Blockhead family's getting bigger. Keep loving us all. Keep doing your thing. We need a Wahlburgers in Colorado Springs, and both chefs. You make my dreams come true for the past 31 years. Keep doing it.
Yay. And what is that you're holding?
Oh, yeah, you have to totally see this. This is what we sleep with. he made me put it away for a while,
But now, Donnie, your head's on my heart always.
Oh my God.
and
Yes.
it says the epitome of perfection.
Done. Mm-hmm.
Donnie. I gotta have Donnie on my bed. So
Yeah,
he's
Jason, what is like is sharing a bed with another man? You and
I
your
don't know. We gotta ask Donnie that.
he keeps on throwing it off though. But
oh my God.
he knows and appreciates the devotion that I have to them. Like there's no other boy band that will ever compare to what they've given us in our entire lives. And I don't even want to think of the day when they're like, okay, we're done again. Cause no. And I truly, truly suggest that they do the Super Bowl halftime show. It's been long enough. So
Mm,
it's time for them to up their game and put in, like, we need them to do the Super Bowl halftime show this year. Again,
yes,
recreate that one that has touched our lives.
yes, definitely. We need a new Kids on the Block new edition show too.
Oh yeah.
That's the dream.
I concur with that.
That's the dream, and you guys heard it here on A Day in the Life of a Blockhead. Now, of course, if you guys have a story, hit your girl up so you can come and share your story on my show. Thank you guys for being on my show. I absolutely love, 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 love your story, and you guys are so freaking adorable. I can't stand it.
Thank you for supporting us for the
Of
past several months that I was not aware of.
Of course, of course. Now stay safe, stay humble, and as always, do with me, guys. Lift up your arms, lift up your arms. Stay
Stay
fabulous.
fabulous.
Yeah. I love you guys.